Waits for things to set up in front of him. That was Hagel. Lost a step there, then feeds it in the middle. Cirelli in and scores! Anthony Cirelli, 61 seconds into the game, makes it 1-0 Lightning.
The bat, the point line set the tone early, and then here comes the Cirelli line. He just splits the defense. Beautiful backhand shovel pass there from Hagel. Timing of it was perfect, right at the blue line. Even though he gets checked at the last second by Edvinsson, the concentration here by Anthony Cirelli is simply outstanding.
I said, just like last year, March killed him.
Well, you know what? Even at, they still aren't technically out of it, as that one is caught and held for a whistle.
Here comes Cirelli, the goal scorer so far tonight. Steps into the zone, drops it off. Ends up back of the line, spin move by McDonough. Drops it off to Hagel, quick one-timer. Out of the corner, it's Point. Point to Perbix, long shot. Saved by Lyon, and the rebound bounced away from Gensel. And it's cleared down the ice for not an icing as it goes right in on the net.
You see how active Hedman is inside the blue line. We've seen a ton of that over the last several weeks, especially.
Into the middle for Casper. Casper, the young 21-year-old. They've got very high hopes for him. Ben Sherratt on the sweep. In he comes. Gets a tight shot in. Vasilevsky ready for that. There's a blast, and Vasilevsky reaches back and covers up and hangs on. Yep, he's not missed a game yet in his young career. He's just 24 years old, and he's already played well over 300 games. Out of the corner, Red Wings trying to make something happen here. Delayed penalty call coming up.
You know, just going to say they've got Kane and a lighting up Kucherov. That's why.
Short-handed, Hagel in, cuts into the slot, shoots, line to save, rebound. It goes high.
Here's the short-handed chance here, and there's that Brandon Hagel move. Man, he is good at.
Snap to Casper. Casper drops it off for Berggren. Berggren looks back to the line. Big Simon Edvinsson dishes across the line. Long shot. Vasilevsky's got it.
And you see Ryan McDonough knock it out of the air, and all of a sudden you're like, whoa. Now you're in trouble. McDonough can do things like that.
Point stripped by Kane. Drops it off. Quick shot. Save. Vasilevsky as Casper got a good shot away. Here's Raymond. Raymond's been in the middle of a bunch of stuff already tonight. He puts his pass wide to the captain, Larkin. Long shot. Saved by Vasilevsky. They'll put it back to the line. Hall with a bouncer well wide of the net. Kucherov digs it out to Gensel. Oh, it ended up almost being stolen. In fact, there was a shot from DeBrincat. Gord takes that loose puck, feeds it into the corner, picked up now by Perbix. Perbix to the slot, and it's deflected right in on Lyon, and he makes the stop. Nick Hall gathers it. Drops it back for Emil Lilleberg. Pass cut off by Seider. He'll step in and drop it off. Here come the Wings again. Sharp angled shot. Handled by Vasilevsky.
They get into goal scoring position right away. And of course he can shoot the puck to the back of the net.
Last year he joined the Red Wings kind of halfway through the season. He was coming off a major surgery. Here's a backhander handled by Vasilevsky. Pick of the Atlanta Thrashers. And he's turned into a very solid defenseman in this league. Up ahead is Casper, long shot right on, and Vasilevsky stops that. Puck knocked away from him. He tries to keep it deep. Now here's Gensel. Up ahead to Kucherov. Kucherov drops it off to Point. Point holds, waits, shoots, and didn't get all of that one, but Lyon made the stop. Here's Gord. Up ahead, Bjorkstrand. In over the line. He'll leave this one for Gord. Gord back to Bjorkstrand. Oh, what a save by Lyon. He absolutely robbed Bjorkstrand on that one.
Offensively for Gord and Bjorkstrand, though. Look at the give and go, exchange positions. Detroit comes back to spots, but Bjorkstrand just moves to the opening. Yanni Gord gives it to him at exactly the right time. Everything is exact offensively, and exactly the right catching glove save there by Lyon.
Back in his home state, he's from Ann Arbor. Here's Craig Smith. Smith, who was recently acquired in a trade with Chicago. Out in front, quick shot, scores, and it is showtime. Patrick Kane barred down and in.
This is the work of Marco Kasper, though. Kasper does a heck of a job. But watch Marco here coming out of the corner in traffic. Victor Hedman actually did get a piece of that. I wondered about that. But he did inadvertently knock it right to Patrick Kane.
Pull to the boards. Lagesson sends this one across the line. Long wrist shot, high, bounced out in front, and Mott has scored! Vasilevsky had no idea where that was. It dropped at his feet, and Mott was there to make sure that it got over the goal line, and it's 2-1 Detroit.
Good look at it either. Vasilevsky's going to lose it. There's the shot from the point. Comes off the wall. It did hit him in the back of the foot. He expects it to come out the other side. See where he's looking? Now he feels it off the back of his foot, and when he doesn't see it, it's like, whoops. Pretty good reaction there by Perbix. Perbix was actually there to help it. But Mott in the right place at the right time. And
another face-off win by Detroit. Back inside the Lightning blue line, quickly move back down the ice. Bouncing puck rolls in on, line it in! He thought he had it, he did not. Gage Gonsalves was there, and it is a tie game.
Their goaltender putting a glove on it or a pad on it. Gonsalves says no. He's right in there, simultaneous, and Detroit, all the players on the ice who were out there, they all were waiting for the replay. They were looking up at the scoreboard. That one was headed in there. Referees are going to look at it.
Crunched there by Seider. Seider lost his helmet on the play. He's got to either go grab it or get out of there. He's going to get his helmet. And here's a chance in front. Scores! Gonsalves with his second of the game. And the Lightning are back on top.
So they score on them again. And good on them getting inside the zone, because on the regroup, Detroit thought they had done a good job and really were racking up some big hits along the wall. Again, it was Maurice Seider against Hadel on the initial rush. He was roughing him up along the end wall.
Long stretch pass trying to get it to Kucherov. Here come the Wings in transition. DeBrincat drops it off to Kane. Kane down low. Kasper's in there. Big stop by Vasilevsky. Intended for Kasper, is cut off by points. And here come the Red Wings again. Across to Kasper, scores! And the Red Wings have tied it again. What a shot from that kid.
He smoked that one, and you could hear the clink of the goalpost. It was perfection. Detroit starts coming the other direction. Lightning end up outnumbered attack, but you can see the Lightning are in a line change. The top guys, Point and Kucherov, are trying to get off the ice, but they wouldn't have been able to get back in time anyway. But the turnover led to Detroit with some momentum.
And it comes free near side. Comfer. Edvinsson puts it to Seider. His shot hits the crossbar.
This one, Vasilevsky never sees. I'm pretty much looking right over the shoulder of Mo Seider. Look at the traffic in front. Vasilevsky never moved, never saw it.
And here he is again, Seider. That shot, another post. Two posts from Mo Seider, and it stays tied.
Cleanly off the goalpost to the left of Vasilevsky. Okay, he keeps going. That one right off the crossbar.
Paul heads back to the bench.
And they're getting on Yanni Gourde. They know how tired Gourde is, and he can't get off.
Kucherov almost got away from Edvinsson. Instead, the Red Wings come back up the ice. And it's Kasper! Scores! A big night for the kid. Kasper wins it in overtime. And the Lightning fall in back-to-back overtime games here on home ice.
His legs had shortened up by about 6 inches. That allows Kasper, who was fresher, to come in, take his time, and pick the corner. The Lightning had chances to get a line change, including right there. See, Yanni is so tired, he's not really functioning properly. Look at him come back through the middle of the ice. I think he also thought that Moser was going to come across. Moser didn't read how tired Yanni Gourde was. And so that allows Kasper to come in and ripped it right inside the post.
First career overtime winner for Marco Kasper.